So I may not look like a typical stereotypical person with mental health problems, but I manage severe anxiety, depression, and an acute polymorphic psychotic disorder. But most of all, I now live and thrive with mental health problems. So whilst I may not look like your stereotypical type or media image of someone, I am so passionate about speaking out because we are all unique, we are all human beings, and we are all perfectly made, even though I live a very perfectly imperfect life. And this is my life behind the sparkles, and this is all about recovery, because whilst I believe we can recover from a mental breakdown, I don't think I'll ever be recovered from my mental health problems. But one thing I have learned is to thrive with them. So rather than seeing them as something that are a disability, I see them as an ability because they enable me. This morning alone, I now help female leaders build mind and body confidence to help them in the media and business, as well as doing all my vlogging and blogging. I've also done some lecturing on mental health, and I've done a Zoom interview for students on mental health and fitness. I've really found a passion and purpose filled life, I guess. Doesn't mean that I still don't have my struggles, doesn't mean I still don't have my bad episodes of mental illness, but I have recovered from previous breakdowns through a range of therapies, through fitness, through creativity, through writing, through vlogging. Thanks for joining me on here. And I can genuinely say, by finding a passion and purpose-filled, driven life, I actually feel that I can thrive rather than sticking a plaster on it just with medication and more medication. Yes, I still have medication because I believe there's a chemical imbalance in my brain, but I actually thrive because I use creativity and fitness and a range of other things. And the biggest thing I found are community, purpose and passion, because I've always had a passion and I couldn't see my purpose originally, but this whole journey, even in my darkest days of breakdowns and psychotic episodes I've had in the past, they've actually been my defining moments. I could not see a way out at the time, but in those times I actually made some of my best work. I created my best films. One of the videos that I did reached over 1 billion people or something like that, and I wasn't thinking clearly. I was just creating and making, and while sometimes my mind isn't always engaged, when my body is and I'm doing things, sometimes with my creativity, they say with every genius mind is a tincture of madness, and I kind of believe that when I'm in my flow or my creative flow anyway, it might not be the most perfect work, but it's some of my best work, it's some of my most profound work. And actually, for someone, when you have mental health problems, you are so isolated in your head, in the world, in life, in so many areas of life, you feel isolated. And actually, by finding a purpose, for me, it's to show that, mental health problems can affect everyone, but that we can survive, thrive, run businesses, still be successful. But we need holistic health and well-being to be truly successful, because health is wealth. And my purpose is sharing that with people, not fitting in anymore as I used to try and conform, because I don't conform. Most broadcast journalists like me got books, political books behind them. I've got my belly dance stuff behind them and loads of sparkles. I've just taught clients on social media. Then I've done writing a newspaper column. Then I've done a lecture. Then I've done a Zoom interview. Then I've got my Recovery Road podcast I'm recording tonight, again because I found a purpose in my life, and that keeps me going. When we deny someone or finding that purpose or connectivity is so important for someone with mental health problems, because we feel so disconnected. When we provide them a non-judgmental community of cheerleaders who support them no matter what, honestly, that can be one of the best therapies to help you sustain a good way of life and help you build and thrive in life and work and everything. And it's the same as well. Do you know, when it comes to finding your purpose, I just say community, purpose and passion, because without those we feel so depleted in our mind and body. And once we've got those in place, we can just live a really fulfilled life. Yes, with mental health problems, we'll still have our challenges. Yes, we'll still make mistakes because we're human, and maybe more mistakes when you're struggling. But once you have that purpose, it's easier to find your way out of the darkness. And once you have that community, the support will help you to find that purpose and keep you on track to find that purpose. And even if you fall off track, they'll be there to cheer and support you up so you can continue. And that's why it's so important not to negate the important things of recovery. I don't think I will ever be recovered. I have recovered from mental breakdowns, but I won't be recovered from mental health problems. But they are part of my superpowers as well, because whilst I'm not good at some things, I'm amazing at others. And it's harnessing my capabilities rather than my disabilities and even my dyspraxia, my dyslexia. There's lots of different things I've got, but it's easy to focus on all the negative traits or the challenges that I face with them. But actually what I need and what I try and do is focus on my positive things and get the support in place to help me in the areas where I'm weak. This goes for when you're running a business as well. Do you know, you employ people who are better than you at certain things. That's why you employ them, not because you can be good at everything, because we've all got a complex range of skills and talents, and it's about harnessing that. And when it comes to recovery, there is no one recovery road for anyone, because we're all unique human beings. There's lots of different ways to recovery. So it's so important to see the person as a whole and to help them not just survive, but them to thrive. And this is where fitness comes into me. I work out every morning just to do something so that I know that I'm going to thrive in life, not just be kept alive. I don't want to just be kept in a box. I want to be able to thrive. So thank you everyone for joining me today. Please do like and share this video, it means the world, and do click on subscribe. I'll be doing more and more lives on mental health, my own mental diaries, as well as feel good fitness and all my passions. Basically, this is my kind of raw life vlogs on mental health, my lived experience and me. So thank you for joining my community. And if you want to join the cheer squad, I've got the Squats and Sparkles Women's Health Club on Facebook too. So send you all so much peace, love and shimmies. Oh, and you can follow me at the Sparkle Coach. That's all my sparkles. That's what I've done my business with today. Just remembered that.